Oh God, sorry. And I recorded that. All right. Well, we're on anyway. So
All right.
welcome back to Pet Mentality. And today we have Ryann on the podcast. Ryann, I've been meaning to get you on the podcast for a very long time.
Cool. Thanks for having
How does
me.
that make you feel?
Very special. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad to make you special. So it's your special day today where we're going to talk to you about just your background, your fitness history, and some of the results you've seen with us here at Red Wolf. Very excited to hear about your journey overall in general. So let's just start off to get to know you a little bit. So first off, tell us about your family.
Well, my husband, Will, he just started at Red Wolf actually a couple of months ago. And we have a daughter, Effie. She's 4.5. And yeah, that's my little family.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. What do you guys like to do together?
We like to work out together. We bring Effie with us to the gym sometimes, and she has a little barbell that she likes to do snatches and cleans and things with. And then outside of the gym, we're pretty active. She does gymnastics and swim, and we go to the park and just kind of chill, hang out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, you guys have a wonderful family. It's so great to have Will too. I know that he was one of those ones on the fence for a very long time and then absolutely loves it.
Yeah.
And we love having him too.
He was a hard convert, but he's fully committed now.
Yeah. It's so funny how he's just all in now.
Yes.
Absolutely
Well,
love that.
Yeah, I had a running joke with him. He's very competitive. And so when he started, I said, I give it 3 months before you do a competition. He was like, no, I'm not going to do a competition. Sure enough, he's doing one in a couple of weeks.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's doing one with Parker at Left Coast, I think.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Dang, you should have told me. All right, well, now I got something to do on the weekend, which is just a one-day competition, right? Okay, down at Left Coast? Okay, yeah, I know the owner there, so sweet. Might give me an excuse to get out of the house. I like it. Fantastic. Is he pretty nervous for that?
Yeah, he isn't. I mean, he's very strong, obviously, but his gymnastic skills are not quite where he would like them to be. So he's pretty nervous about that part.
Right. Totally. Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally get that.
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. And what do you do for work?
I am a lead instructor at a yoga studio. So I've been teaching yoga for about 15 years, and currently I facilitate programs. So I lead teacher trainings.
Okay, that's awesome. And is that something that you've always wanted to do?
Yeah, I kind of fell into yoga. I was in accounting before that, believe it or not. Yeah. It was not. It wasn't fun. I mean, it was a family business. My mom owned the firm, and so I worked for her for quite some time. And then, I fell into yoga. I started taking it and fell in love with it, and liked how it made me feel. And so I ended up doing teacher training, and then the rest is history. And I've been teaching for a really long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's such a contrast.
Yeah.
Or like to go from accounting into yoga. So that's something when you were doing accounting, were you in any kind of fitness whatsoever?
No, not really. No, I wasn't at all.
Interesting.
I didn't. I mean, I ran track in high school, but I didn't really. I wasn't really into fitness at all until I started teaching yoga or started taking yoga.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how long is it between track and high school and then yoga? What was that timeline like?
15 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It was quite some time. Yeah.
Dang. So 15 years later, yoga, and then now look at you, full-time CrossFitter.
Yeah.
On top of that. Dang, it's so funny how you can never predict that. Did you ever predict that?
No, I had heard about CrossFit, obviously, and I had been really intimidated by it, and it wasn't anything that I ever thought I was going to get into. And I loved yoga. But so I grew up in the generation of nothing looks as good as skinny feels. So yoga helped keep me thin. And then I got to a point in my late 30s where I wanted to be strong, and yoga wasn't going to get me there. So
yeah. Wow. That's awesome. That is such a great journey. I didn't know that about you at all.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I love doing these, because I learned so much about people, especially before, they were even into CrossFit or into any kind of fitness and their journey through it. And then, it's nuts to see people's journeys and how everyone's different. Everyone has their own unique story. So that's really cool. And in terms of what you like to do for fun outside of the gym, you can't. So I know you love the gym because you're always there. But what is the main things that you like to do outside of the gym just for fun?
I don't know. I go to dinner with my friends. Will and I love watching like horror movies. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really do a whole lot, honestly. I'm a very like chill person outside of the gym. I mostly just hang out at home or hang out with my friends. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Spoken like a true hardworking adult.
Really, I don't I don't know. I'm pretty boring. There's nothing like super exciting about anything. I mean, this is the coolest thing I do. Go to CrossFit gym. So
Awesome. Yeah. No, that's awesome. Fantastic. And is there anything you're excited about coming up in the future? And this could be anything. Is there anything that excites you?
Yeah, so I signed up for a competition that Jenna and Karina and I are going to do next weekend, Battlegrounds. And then I think I'm signing up for another one in May called the SGV Throwdown.
Oh, yeah. I think Kim's doing that one.
Yeah, we've talked about it a little. Yeah, so I don't know. Those are like the exciting things in my life. Other than that, yeah, not much.
That's cool because it gives you something to train for, and it kind of gives you a chance to get outside the gym and test the fitness a bit, you know. And that's one of my favorite things when I was competing is I wanted to get as fit as possible. Then I kind of got to the point where that wasn't enough. I wanted to test it, and it was really good for exposing me to like learning more things about program design, you know, figuring out weaknesses, how can I refine this, and that's really transferred over into how we coach and to how we design our training protocols. So
yeah, and I mean, I think at the gym, like you will kind of have a idea of your fitness level compared to everyone else at the gym. Like I know kind of who's a little above me and who's below me, and you know, if we're speaking like competition, but I don't know how I rank outside of the gym. So it's really interesting to get out and see like, you know, where I'm at.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And it's just straight up fun. It's fun just to get out and to get that rush of adrenaline before the 3, 2, 1 go and get into a new environment and see what you're made of. Yeah.
Yeah. And I really think like I find that I don't push myself as hard as I think I'm going to, or I don't push myself as hard as I'm capable of in the gym, as opposed to like in a competition. I definitely realize like, oh, I have a lot more capacity and I'm a lot stronger than I think I am.
No, 100%. Awesome. Well, let's get into the fitness stuff, shall we? I'm really excited to hear about your fitness journey. So thank you for telling us all about you. It's I love hearing about everyone's stories. All right, well, let's get right into it. First question. So let's see. Let's rewind a little bit. So what was going in your life like right before you walked into Red Wolf? Because I know you made the decision you want to get stronger.
Yeah.
So what tell us kind of around that gray area period.
Yeah. So I got pregnant in 2020 and was put on bed rest. So I had been teaching yoga for 10 years at that time. And I was considered geriatric pregnancy and I had complications. So that put me on bed rest for the entirety of my pregnancy. So I couldn't move, couldn't work out, couldn't, walk around the block. So I gained a lot of weight. And by the end of my pregnancy, I think it was 200 pounds. And then so after I had my baby, it took me a little while to kind of get back into it. I also had postpartum anxiety really bad. And so it got to a point where Will, just out of like wanting to get me out of the house and wanting to get me kind of moving, he and I connected on fitness and health. And so being at this time of my life where like that wasn't my priority, he was like, we got to get you back moving, not anything related to like aesthetics, but just like because he knew that would help my mental health.
Right.
So he hired me a personal trainer and I worked with her for a while and twice a week. And she helped me a lot. She also was going through a postpartum mental health battle that she ultimately did not make it out of. She lost her life.
Oh, that's so sad.
And so after that, I was kind of lost. Like I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to work out with. And I tried a couple gyms and nothing really clicked. And I was working right across the street from Red Wolf. And I had seen it. I mean, I had seen it around and I just got really intimidated. And then Will and I had watched the CrossFit Games and I thought these women looked so amazing. Like the things they were doing was so incredible. And I thought, okay, I feel like I could do that. And so I walked in one day and I remember emailing you and saying, do you offer industry discounts for people in the fitness industry? And you said, we don't offer discounts. And I was like, honestly, I'm sold. Anybody who stands behind their product that much, who knows what they're selling and what they're offering is like that you don't need to offer discounts, that's incredible. At the time I was in membership sales as well through the yoga studio I worked at. And we offered so many discounts on top of discounts. And so I just thought it was incredible that you were like, no, this is the product I'm offering and you can either get behind it or not. And I was like, great. And so I walked in the door and the like assessment that you all did was so thorough. And it was very like, you helped me figure out what my goals were. And you were like, very much like, we have a path for you to achieve those. And it's going to be simple and easy. And I mean, not simple and easy, but we're going to get you there.
Yeah, it just gave you clarity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the hardest things because I deal with this all the time. Is like I'm just not clear on what I actually want. You know, so many people just like anyone. I mean, you've gone through this too. Is where you're not quite you like you want to get in shape. You know you want to get muscle. You know you want to get leaner, but you don't know how to do it, and you're also not clear on actually what that even looks like. And so just by having a conversation and just getting clarity on that, it's a lot easier to actually map out a plan because that's exactly why people don't see success in fitness in the first place is because they're playing darts blindfolded. They're just saying bundled terms like I want to get in shape. Well,
I want to get toned.
What does that look like? Like what is that's like saying I want to live.
Yeah, exactly. We at the studio I work at, we always talk about what's your why? Like what is, and I think that's you really helped me tune into like what my why is, why I'm here, why I want to do this, why it's important to me.
No, that's awesome. I'm so glad we helped you with that. I'm curious, what other gyms did you try before coming to Red Wolf?
I tried work training studio, motion, mostly like group fitness places, like F45. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah.
And what do you think made those not stick?
I didn't like so one thing that I really like about Red Wolf is that you encourage us to like write down our scores and write down our weights, and it's measurable progress. So I can see last week, this is what I squatted, and this week, this is what I squatted. And I can always look back and I can look back at my scores 6 months ago, a year ago, whatever. And these programs were very much just like, they were very, very cardio heavy. Even on like strength training months where like the goal was to build strength, there was still so much cardio involved, which like cardio isn't bad, but it wasn't going to help me achieve my goals in terms of getting stronger. And I just really like that there's like measurable progress that I can see. I can actually like look back and write out like what my strength is and how I'm progressing in it.
Right. And thank you so much for bringing that up because that is one of our core values at Red Wolf is we make decisions based on evidence and data. And it allows us to create and design our training programs to where there's observable, measurable, and repeatable results. So we know what's working, what's not working, and we can change things very quickly. And that's why we do everything in-house is because we look at the data and we're like, okay, well, where are we progressing? And that's why we meet one-on-one with our members just to make sure that like, okay, are you progressing or not progressing? What we can do to help you. And then from that feedback loop, we're able to create our training programs to make sure people don't plateau. Because I mean, because you've been here for a while, like if you kept doing the same things that you were doing when you first started, you probably wouldn't keep progressing.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be 3 years, I think, in August. And I've grown so much. I remember my goals were to deadlift 200 pounds and to do 1 pull-up. And I can now do like 5 or 6 consecutive strict pull-ups and deadlift 265. So
that's insane.
Like that was, I mean, I remember like getting my first pull-up. It's just the amount of like, the programming is really, really smart. I've also, I tried another CrossFit gym and the programming just didn't feel as intelligent or like goal oriented. It was like go run 2 miles and then do 50 burpees. Like what is that going to do for me? And like the coaching, there's no coaching in that. It's like I'm going to go run outside for 20 minutes and like you're not even going to be there helping me through that. So like what's the point of that?
Yeah. And that's the one of the most frustrating parts of working in this industry is that gyms in general, not just CrossFit gyms, we're all kind of lumped in this thing of where the quality is low or substandard. And I really, my end game with starting Red Wolf was to elevate that standard and being the leading example for that other gyms could follow. And and I know exactly that experience because I experienced that myself. I coached that.
Yeah.
And I hated it because I would have a group of 30 people who were, it was a lower tier gym. So the memberships were very cheap. So I couldn't really coach. I was just corralling people and making sure no one got hurt. And I wasn't because I had so many people in the class and I wasn't coaching. And that's what ultimately led me to leave that gym and to go to a different gym. So I know that experience firsthand. It's not fun and it's not intelligent. It's like a churn and burn kind of a business. And I hate that style.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah. And the membership numbers, like you could see in the other gyms that I went to that they were, it was so low, like the classes were so small and I was like, this is why. And when I left, I sent them a really long email and I was like, if you want my feedback, these are all the reasons why, you're losing members. So.
Yeah, no, 100%. And, what's the biggest internal shift that you've had since training with us at Red Wolf?
Confidence, 100%. I am such a more like confident person in and out of the gym. I went through something in my career probably a little over a year ago, 2 years ago. And I was in a toxic work environment and I was really, really struggling. And I think if I didn't have the confidence that I built here at Red Wolf, I would have stayed in it for a lot longer than I did. Yeah. And I think I really started to know my worth and my value and recognize that like this situation I was in wasn't healthy for me. And I think also like had I not had Red Wolf at that time, my mental health was declining so quickly. Right. Like if I didn't have the consistency and the dedication and the like desire to get better in the gym, I don't know if like what that would have done to me outside of the gym. Like maybe I would have started drinking, like whatever it was. Like I think Red Wolf really helped me have a landing pad, like a place that was really stable and foundational and consistent for me during that time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so powerful. No, seriously. I think that I think a lot of people can relate to that, including myself, because before I even started working out, I know I don't look like this now, but believe me, I had very low self-esteem. I was just a little chap, a little lad, and I was skinny. I was not confident. I couldn't talk to girls. I was kind of nerdy. Like I was into video games and you couldn't pay me to work out and I ate like crap. And then one day I just flipped the switch and I was like, I'm gonna do this. And it's funny how quickly it can happen too.
Yeah.
Like the confidence that you just starts. You're like, oh, I can do this, and then now I can do this, and then now I can do this, and now I can do this, and then just gradually build yourself up, and then before you know it, in a year, you're a completely different person.
Yeah.
So how long did it take for you to make that switch of confidence?
I don't know. Pretty early on, honestly. I mean, after the ramp up period, I lost weight and I started to see like semi-visible abs, like little baby abs. And I was like, oh my gosh, I could wear like sports bras if I wanted to like teach yoga instead of like big baggy t-shirts. And then that just kind of, it snowballed and it got to be like, I don't know, all of these challenges that I was overcoming in the gym translated to like this internal strength outside of the gym. That was just such a like, it was so profound. Like I was having trouble with like people at my work and I was like, I could literally deadlift you if I wanted to. Like you are nothing to me. Like, I don't know. And yeah, it happened really, really quickly. Like I'm telling you after maybe 2 months and so that's how I got, Jen to come to the gym because she was one of my yoga students and she started to see this like profound impact that this place was having on me. And I was talking about it in my classes and Jen was like, girl, I don't know what you're doing, but I want to be part of it. So I was like, come on over.
I'll have what she said.
Yeah, I guess.
That's awesome. No, that's so cool. Yeah, it's funny how that works too, because you stand a little bit taller, the shoulders are back, the chin is up, and yeah, having that confidence because, like I can do this. I know you can't. And I'm actually kind of, I know like it gives you an edge.
Yeah.
To where you are like, I don't have to deal with this. I can move on, and I'm confident enough and strong enough to go find something else. And so it's really cool you're able to do that.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people get stuck in that because of a lack of confidence. So let's say that if you could just to speak to someone who is in that situation now, what would you tell them?
Oh, I know it's scary. I know it's scary to like step outside of what you're in and to do something different. And I think if you can trust yourself or trust that there's a bigger picture, that if you just took that leap, that it's all going to be okay. And you're strong enough, you're capable, you're so much like more worthy than you even know. And I promise, like, just take that leap and you'll be so much happier.
Awesome. No, that's great advice. Thank you so much. So what's your proudest moment that you've had at Red Wolf so far?
Let's see. Oh, handstand walking. Oh my gosh. I have been on a handstand walking journey for, I think I started April of last year, and I struggled. Like, it's crazy to see these people who just did the handstand walking clinic like a week ago who are already doing 15 feet, and it took me a year to get to 15 feet. I realized that I have really low proprioception. So like I have really low awareness of where my body is in space. So it's really hard for me to pick up new skills. It takes me a lot longer to kind of figure out where I am and what I'm doing. And so handstand walking has been like, I mean, if you've been following along on my Instagram, I have been dedicated doing at least 5 minutes a day every day for a solid year. And yeah, and I'm finally like, it's clicking. It's like just now clicking.
That's
And
awesome.
it's been a really cool, like, it's been, I don't know, it was a progression, and it was really challenging. And I think I'm starting to get there.
Yeah, that is dedication right there. 5 minutes a day. That's awesome. Yeah, I have been following along with your Instagram, and you are getting a lot better. So it's really cool to see your progress. And thank you for posting it. It's fun following along with that journey too. So keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
So other than confidence, has Red Wolf impacted any other area of your life outside the gym?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think confidence is really just the biggest one. I mean, I got my husband to come. That was a big one. He's been a power lifter for 6 years, and he started to see like all of the changes that I was going through and how it was impacting my life. And he, he just decided, he was like, I gotta have some of that. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest one. It also gave me a really big sense of community and like, they talk about like dedication versus like motivation. Like, I'm dedicated in a way that I've never been to anything else. And yeah, I think that the sense of community, like I have friends that I've made there that I like consider good friends. Like, we go to dinner and, we hang out outside of the gym. And yeah, I mean, Red Bull's had just a massive impact on my life.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for saying that. And we love having you and Will. So the whole family, I should say. So was there ever a moment where like it just clicked and you're like, this is it?
Yeah, I very early on.
Okay.
Very, very early on. I had, like I said, I'd been watching the CrossFit Games for years. I had been so inspired by these women, and I just thought that was nothing I would ever be able to do. And once I started to get in there and do it, I was like, oh yeah, like this is something that I am capable of. And I will say, like, it took, in terms of like Olympic lifting, that took me so long. I think maybe in the last like 4 months it's started to make sense to me. But yeah, I think it's just such a varied modality. There's so much to it. And I think like the strength part I had pretty early, but like the gymnastics took so much longer, and the Olympic lifting took so much longer. And like, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's so much to that. So, I mean, I know you're not alone in that boat. It took me a long time to learn these two. And I say this all the time, but I learned Olympic lifting the wrong way because I tried to teach myself, watch YouTube and all this stuff before I got a coach. And then once I actually got a coach, they were like, wow, you have some work to do. And so it took me an entire year to unlearn and relearn what it was, which was a huge waste of time. If I would have just bit the bullet and just swallowed my ego a little bit and just got a coach and just learned it right the first time, I would have saved probably a year and a half of my time doing that. And because there's so much to it, both in gymnastics and Olympic lifting. It's speed, agility, coordination, power, strength, balance, flexibility. Like there's so much involved in it that every little thing you do, if you do it wrong, it's frustrating because you need feedback like instantly and able to be able to see that. So it's there's a lot to go over.
Yeah, I think for probably the first year, 6 months to a year, I was just yanking the bar off the ground. I thought, well, I'm strong enough. Like I'll get there. It'll get there eventually. But I wasn't using any technique. And so basically for all of last year, I dropped the weight way down and really focused on technique. We worked with Kim and did like a lot of clinics and just really tried to get the movement down, and then started to build it back up with the strength once I figured out the techniques.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's probably the number one takeaway you got from working with Kim?
Oh man, she's so great. Just slow down and like, don't, what does she say? Slow is smooth, smooth is
Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
yeah, smooth is,
Isn't that a shooter?
I don't know.
I love Mark Wahlberg, so probably.
That was the thing. That's the thing that like I tell myself, like, just slow down. You're not like gonna get the bar up any better if you do it faster. Like you have to just, I don't know, work on that.
Yeah, to have a little bit of patience up the floor. Yeah, that was my big thing too, is because my shins would bleed really bad because I would keep it in close. I would just grip it and rip it, just absolute caveman Neanderthal to spar overhead. I'm like, whatever, it's gonna go overhead as long as I catch it. That's all that matters. Then I realized that I can actually lift a lot more weight if I work on my mechanics.
Yes, yeah, that's what I realized. Like I had the strength, but I wasn't using any technique, and there got to a point where I just plateaued, and I wasn't going to get my lifts weren't going to get any better because I wasn't using any technique. I wasn't using my legs at all. I was just using my upper body. And then once I started to get the like technique down, I was like, oh, okay, look at my lifts are just skyrocketing.
Oh, no, it's crazy how efficiency.
Yeah, and I feel like everybody was telling me that the whole time, and I just fought it. But yeah, here we are.
There we go. Nailed it.
Yeah.
And any takeaways that really stand out from doing the clinics?
Yeah. I don't know. Mostly just slowing down. I mean, it's always just slowing down for me, and pulling the bar close, getting it in there.
Keep it close. Keep it close to the hips, to the pelvis. Nice. I like it. Well done. What keeps you showing up even on the tough days?
Ooh, my friends, I couldn't make it yesterday or the day before, and Jenna texted me yesterday and was like, where are you? What are you doing? Why are you not here? And also just like the really fun workouts, looking at the workouts and being like, oh, okay, I love squat day. I can't miss squat day. I don't care what emotional state I'm in, what I've dealt with this week. Like, I know that I want to go and do fun, cool things. And yeah, just the community and knowing that like, it's going to make me better. I'm going to feel happier when I walk out the door. It doesn't matter what I feel like going in the door. I know I'm going to feel better on the way out.
No, 100%. Yeah, I had a good conversation, I think, with Shauna on the podcast as well. And she said that there's never a time when she was really feeling really tired that she came in and she worked out that she regretted. And she said she even feels worse when she doesn't do anything. She feels more tired. So I'm the same way. Like, I have to do something active almost every day, even if it's outside the gym, just because it gets my blood flow going, gets my brain going. And otherwise, if I sit and do nothing, it just gets worse. I just spiral.
Yeah. And like when it gets to be like 6 o'clock, I'm like, okay, I know I missed the last class. Like, I just get so bummed that I didn't just get up and go. Like, right. On the days that I don't do it, if I'm not doing something, I'm like, oh, that sucks. Like, I should have just got up. I should have just gone.
Yeah, no, 100%. But that's okay. I mean, it's all part of the learning experience, right? Yeah. It's all part of the journey and everything that goes along with that. So if someone's listening right now and they're stuck on the fence of, starting their fitness journey in general, not necessarily CrossFit, but just their fitness journey in general, what would you tell them?
I would say a couple of things. Like, you're going to feel better once you start. Start slow, start small. Don't take big leaps and like overtax yourself and get to a point where you don't want to do it anymore. find something you love, find something that makes you happy that you want to do every day. I don't care if it's like walking around the back bay or, Pilates, yoga, CrossFit, whatever it is, find something that you want to do that you can commit to every day, because motivation fails, but dedication doesn't. And I think like figure out your why. I mean, we talked about that. Figure out your why. For me, I have a young daughter. I'm going to be an older mom. Like I want to be healthy for her. I want to have a long, happy, healthy life so that, for her. And then I also think I want her to see me happy and strong and doing things that I love, so that she knows like she has permission to do that in her own life. Like whatever that is for her, I want her to know that it's okay to prioritize yourself and your health and your happiness.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, because I think all of our goals as parents is to be a good example and to actually follow through and to be there for them when they're older as well. And I was having a conversation with someone the other day who was struggling with this, who's also a parent. And I just straight up told them, like, find someone that you care deeply about. And I know it's your child and your family. Find out how your success impacts them, and then don't let them down.
Yeah.
It's really that simple. That really got them fired up. They got them going. So if you can just simplify it as much as possible, he's like, my success will impact the people I love, and I'm not going to let them down. It's really that simple. So no, thank you for bringing that up. I think a lot of parents really struggle with fitness, especially when the kids are younger, because they're, they need so much attention and your energy, and you want to be there for them too. But at the same time, we have to take care of ourselves. So we're there for the long haul as well.
Yeah, I think that's one of the really cool things about Red Wolf is I can bring her with me on days that like I don't have somebody to watch her, or she's not in school, or, Will's busy doing something. Like I can bring her with me. And that's such a blessing to be able to like bring your kid with you. Mm-hmm. And I also think she gets to see me doing these really cool things, and she gets so inspired by that. And like, that's such I don't know, it's a really cool thing that you guys are so family oriented. And I'll call the other moms and say, hey, are you bringing your kid today? Like, would you bring your kid today? My kid's gonna come and she'll play with your kid. And like she plays, with Maya and Lily, and like, I don't know. I love that it's so family oriented.
Yeah, no, 100%. Well, thank you for that. So I kind of going back to what you would tell someone if they're kind of on the fence. I know you had to get over some of those fears. So what was the biggest fear that you had to overcome?
I don't know. What if I wasn't good enough? What if I look silly? What if I I don't know. What if I'm not strong? What if people laugh at me? I don't know. All those like just insecurities about life and trying something new. And I mean, I started CrossFit at 38 years old. Like I don't know. I think it's rare for people to start something new later in life. Mm-hmm. And there's so much fear in doing something new and different.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that.
No, that's awesome. And so let's say that someone is really struggling to get through their first door. Is there any other piece of advice you would give them?
Just do it. It's gonna be better.
Nice. I like it.
Just go. You'll be so much happier.
I like it. And just do it. And very Nike.
Yeah. Bring a friend, like if you need to. Yeah. I don't know. Trust that you're in good hands, and especially like going into Red Wolf. I mean, whatever it is, find somewhere that you love. But if you're going to Red Wolf, like trust that you're in good hands. And if you just trust the process, like you're going to get to where you want to go.
Yeah, no, 100%. Awesome. So before we wrap things up here, what's next for you? What's like the next thing for Ryann?
In terms of fitness or life or
anything, what's next for you?
I don't know. Well, I set a lot of goals for myself this year. I want to get a muscle up. I want to bench press my body weight. I love that, at the beginning of the year, Eva sent out an email about goal setting, and I'm so big on goal setting. I think it's really important to like set small goals and big goals for yourself, goals that are achievable and goals that seem impossible. Like I would love, who really inspired me was Tanya. I would love to like in my 50s do the CrossFit Games, like as a master's athlete. I like that's a big achievable, or I don't know, achievable. It's a big goal for me. But I have all these small little goals that I want to get to along the way. So yeah, I hope I muscle up this year.
No, awesome. No, that's a great goal to have. Awesome. 2025, you got plenty of time to get that. So, and you're really close too. I haven't seen you working on that one too. So very cool. Awesome, Ryan. And any closing thoughts before I wrap things up?
No, just thanks for having me. This is fun. It's fun to talk about fitness and health, and yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing your fitness journey. I know a lot of people will relate with you. So really appreciate you coming on and taking time out of your day to do this with us. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
If this was helpful, please leave us a 5-star review if you want to hear more stories like Ryan's. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Red Wolf CrossFit and DM your content suggestions there. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, good luck and have fun. Nailed it.